Evening, everyone. Hope you had a beautiful weekend. Please don't forget to visit our website where we have our academy, our courses, our online courses are found there. Plus, we have live sessions Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, London or New York, 1 hour ahead of the session where we cover most pairs, setups that potentially give us some pips, some educational stuff, and you will have access to the members area where you have the recordings for more than a year, analysis for USD pairs, majors, yen pairs, euro, pound, commodities, crypto, and some indices. Let's have an example where we go. You have the 4-hour daily and weekly for the pound, what we see, what are the moves according to Elliot wave concept. And you will have a private chat with that for the gold members, where we can discuss the setups and daily conversation about the market. We'll be heading now for our weekly analysis. We start as usually with the DXY. As mentioned last week, don't forget to visit our YouTube and leave a comment and like. As we said last week for the DXY, I was expecting it to break the stop, but basically we're looking for a continuation for the downtrend. Apparently it did the ABC a flat ABC around here and continued its way down. Now for this week, what we're expecting is the following: a break of this liquidity zone. Either it's gonna retest and continue, or we're gonna have the major correction that we were expecting, that everybody's been expecting from the top, and we've been calling the XY dropping. If you look at higher time frame, I expect the XY to drop till these areas and give us a correction. This correction can be one leg, same thing as this one, or it can be the following, same thing as this one. We can't know which move it's gonna expect, but we're expecting a reversal after the break. So what we're expecting around Wednesday or Tuesday is a break and reverse. A break and a reverse. Should we trade the break? If it give us a nice setup to take it, yes. If it just continues dropping like that, we just leave it, we wait for it to reject around these areas. That goes for the euro. The euro, I expected to collect liquidity and drop for the C. I'll be taking this drop. And if it continues heading up, and if it continues heading up, we'll be waiting rejection around the 1.21 area. Will I trade the bull run? If it give us, if I doubt it will give a nice setup to take up the high. I doubt that. Maybe we're gonna have a small rejection around the top where the liquidity is. Rejection, a small one, take out the top, and then reverse. Pound, mentioned it last week. It can straight go from here, and that's what it did. It reversed because that is the correction we were looking at. And what we're expecting now, I'm expecting a reversal around these areas. Consolidation, break, and reverse. CAD. A retest of this area and a drop. Create a liquidity zone down here. So I will not be trading USD CAD this week because it can simply do the following, right? Create a liquidity zone and then reverse. Because I have CAD pairs who are weak. You can, if you want to trade CAD pairs, there's some nice setups for Aussie CAD and NCAD breaking the top. So you can check them out. If not, hit me up in the chat. I'm more than willing to assist you. Swissy, I'm expecting a Y leg. So a Y is basically an ABC. So expecting the following: correction, one more drop, and then reverse. So also one more leg to the downside. That falls perfectly for the XY having one more leg, the GU having one more leg. You see how I do the correlation together? NU, expecting it to break the stop. It already did, and heading to 0.69, 500, 0.69 area. So expecting a strong across the board New Zealand. Can do the following: continue, just one leg, continue, and heading back up. Gonna have a quick reversal around these areas. It was a really mover last week, NZD and the pound. Both of them gave some nice pips. Aussie, same thing. I'm expecting it till 0.76, 500 area. So if any buy setup, we might take it. But don't miss this drop. This drop is the correction for this whole run. So if you are a swing trader, watch this area to take this drop. Silver, explained it last week that this drop that happened it's gonna go up correctively and continue the bull run. So on any buy setup, you can buy it. I don't advise that you guys day trade that. It's commodities, silver, it's an investment, gold, it's an investment, right? So have a decent position and let it run, right? But we're gonna stay in this area for a while. But look for buy setups. Same thing for gold. It can simply do the following and continue heading up, or it can continue heading up from here. If you want to trade gold, look for your buy setups. US oil, that was a beautiful end of a correction. What are we expecting for this week? I'm expecting another correction, break of this trend line, and a nice ABC to the upside. Been saying, look only for any drop, buy it. Any drop, buy it. Even if you want to day trade, look for a drop, counter a drop, like on the 15-minute. Look for something like this, heading down, and buy it. There is a way to identify this shape where it's gonna end. That's a correction. Or this one, like this. There's a way to exactly know where it's gonna stop and where it's gonna give the pin bar and all of this stuff. So you look for these and you take your buys. It's not gonna drop soon. A lot of traders are expecting a major drop. It's not gonna drop. It's oil, right? The indices, been saying it, buy, but watch out around these areas now. Here there was a nice buy setup for last week, but watch these areas. We might highly have a rejection. Not a drop, not a crash, like everybody's saying, a rejection. The rejection can very simply do the following, right? Just consolidate in this area. UJ, it respected the zone that we identified it, and it was a beautiful drop. Hopefully you guys are in it from this pin bar. What we're expecting now, I'm not expecting this leg. I'm expecting the following: a retest of this zone and continuation for the uptrend. Apologies for that. A retest of this zone. It can do the following: drop and reversal. Higher time frame, looking for buys if you want to swing trade it. Pound, same thing. Yes, we had end of the month. Said it last week, don't trade on Friday. There will be end of the month. And that's what happened on the yen pairs, the end of the month drop, taking profit. Was expecting that on the indices too, but apparently no, they don't want to relax the market. I was expecting the same drop, the yen pairs, indices, gold do the last leg down, but they didn't. So before the continuation of what I mentioned, there should be a drop, the same thing like the yen pairs. So what I'm expecting for the yen pairs, continuation for the uptrend. Yes, there's a beautiful setup here. Continued the downtrend, took out the high, but keep in mind that was the high, retest, and continuation for the guys that trade institutional setups. Cryptocurrency, I'm expecting a drop from this area, a drop, and then looking for the buy. What we're having here is the B leg of a bigger correction. Something like this. Retest of the 10K area, and then continuation for the bull run. Alright guys, have a great week, trade safe, anything hit me up in the chat.